So here we are on live worksheets, and this website actually already has a great collection of interactive worksheets and workbooks made by other teachers. And since they were kind enough to share everything with the world, you can simply click on any worksheet and use it for your lesson. But in case you don't find anything you need, you can just make one of your own. So before getting started, it's actually better to register first, because this way you will be able to see all of your worksheets and workbooks in one place. I'm already a member here, so you can see my menu, but as far as I remember, the registration process doesn't take a lot of time. It's just, giving your email, your creating your password, and then confirming your email, and then you're done. So after that, you have to go to Make Interactive Worksheets and get started. Well, that's it. You're there. Now you have to upload the file. As you can see, it can be in different formats. Mine is going to be in PDF. Actually, I have tried other formats before and all of them worked well, so it doesn't really make any difference which file format you use. And then upload. There is size limit, 5 megabytes, but it's more than enough for a test. Though this test has 6 pages, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. Let's check that we have all the pages. Yep, 6 out of 6. So this is Unit 5 test for Gateway B1 Plus. And it has different kinds of exercises here, like choosing correct alternatives, rewriting, multiple choice, open the brackets, complete, multiple choice again, reading and matching, rephrasing, listening, and writing. It's actually possible to make all those exercises interactive with one simple tool. So, as soon as you get to the file, you can draw boxes anywhere you want your students to type anything. So that box is just like a basic unit here. And for most exercises, it's actually enough just to draw a box. Like, for example, here, rewrite a sentence, and this is where you need a box. What is especially good in this website is that you can have it corrected automatically. But if you want to make it work, you have to make sure that you fill in those boxes with the correct answers in advance. And then when your students do these exercises, if their answers match your answers, then it's shown as correct. If not, then incorrect. So, well, for example, here I can type, I think it would be a great idea for you to take a break. Should. I think you should take a break. Take a break. So if your students type exactly the same, it will be all green because it will be correct. But if they type, for example, you should take a break without I think, but you have I think here, then it will be counted as incorrect. So I would recommend to look through the tests anyway, even if they were automatically corrected, because sometimes there is more than one correct answer. So you have to check it, just in case. You can do, just simple boxes in such exercises like number 3. But what about this one? here we don't need our students to type anything. We need them to choose one answer. So in this case, we still have to draw boxes, but in this box we're gonna need a special trigger that will allow your students just to select instead of typing. So we type select, this is the trigger, colon, and yes, if this is the correct answer. Well, in this case it is. You mustn't bring a dog in here. For the other option, you have to draw a box as well, but type select, the same trigger, colon, no. And this procedure is just the same for all other sentences. Yeah. For example, we can leave, no, we should leave. So the first one here will be select no, and the second one will be select yes. Well, and so on. Yeah, we won't finish this exercise right now. It's just an example. So number 2, here we have multiple choice. Actually, in this exercise, you have a few options. What can you do? You can draw boxes here and ask your students to either write down a word or a letter. Just make sure that you agree on it in advance. This is what we usually do. Well, my students usually write letters here. So I know I will fail. That's what I expect them to type. If I were you, I would spend some time, and so on. The other option here is to actually do the same procedure as in number 1. Ask them to select one of the 3 answers. Well, it's up to you. You know, all of them will work. And so on. Let's have a look at the second page. Complete the sentences. Well, in these cases, simple boxes will do without any triggers. So whenever you need your students to type whatever it is, you just need a simple box. If it is something else, like select, tick, match with an arrow, I don't know, select from a drop down box, this is a box with a trigger. Basically, that's it. Well, number 5 would need boxes as well, as you can see. Number 6 is the same type of exercise as this one. Yeah, number 2. So the same procedures will work. Let's have a look at the next page. Reading. Read and match. Yeah. Read and match. Here we do have the answers. I mean, the options, but we don't have any place to do the matching actually. So I would say that here we could just draw boxes next to the numbers so your students could type the letters from the text. And look, sometimes when the boxes are that small, well, sometimes they might be not really straight, you know, or they might be of different sizes. Don't worry, because it's easy to resize them and to move them around, so it's okay if you don't get it right from the first time. Yep, like me now. Well, let's leave it this way. Well, and so on. Yeah. Here we have, again, multiple choice. You remember our select trigger, it would work here perfectly well. Use of English, that needs typing, so just a simple box. Listening. We can actually upload a file here, I mean an audio file, so you students can listen to it right here. For that, we would need another trigger. Well, for example, let's upload it here. And that trigger is play MP3. Play MP3, colon, and here you go. You have that upload window. So you need to choose a file, and here there's only one audio format which is accepted. It's MP3. So if you have it in a different format, you have to convert it. Here it is. And then upload. There is also a size limit, as you can see. Uploading might take some time. Well, while it's uploading, let's have a look at number 11. Listen and choose the best answers. Guess what kind of box or trigger we can use here? You're right, it's select again. One of the most popular triggers, I guess. Oh, actually, we can also use tick here instead of select. When it's uploaded, I will show you that trigger. I feel it's almost ready. Oops. Okay, let's give it some time. Usually it gets auto-saved, so don't worry if there is something like this happening. Okay, let's just reload it. So, as you can see, it's all safe. Nothing got damaged. Okay, let's scroll down to our task. Here's our box. Play MP3. Let's try once again. Sometimes it takes 2 tries because I guess now a lot of people are using live worksheets since we all are teaching and learning online. Yep, that's it. Let's check. Here it is. So here is the place where your students will see that play button. Well, you have to match, yes, so don't forget to draw boxes here for your students to type in the numbers. Ba-bam. And the final one. Okay, let's move it a little bit. Okay, that'll do. Right, oh, I promised to show you the tick trigger, yeah. So, what else you can do here? You can draw a box somewhere here, and then instead of typing select, you type tick, colon, and then if it's the correct answer, then yes. If it's not, then no. And you just do the same for the rest. So tick no and tick no. That's it. Well, and you finish this exercise this way. And the last task is writing. So I guess this is the only kind of task where you can't have it auto-corrected because there are a lot of options here that students can write. So what you do, you just make a big box and leave it. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need here. So actually it is ready. Yeah. What we'll do now, we will save it and we will see what it looks like for your student. So have a look at the first on the first page. We have filled in some answers. So when we do them, then we will see if they are correct or not. So save. Oh, you can actually preview it and see how it looks and then save, but I know it will look good. So here you have two options, share or keep it private. There is some limit of private worksheets and there is no limit for shared worksheets. Since this one is just an example, I'll keep it private. The name, well, Unit 5 or Gateway B1 Plus Standard. Yeah, that's what I need. Save. And this is the link which you will send your students. So now we can just open it here. And this is what it looks like. So you can see that your students only have to select the answer here thanks to our select trigger. Well, for example, you mustn't. And in the second one, well, let's make a mistake. Let's say we can. Then here, as I remember, we had to type letters. So I will fail. Stop worrying if I... let's make a mistake here. Let's type a word instead of a letter and see what it looks like after correction. And then I would up. Okay, well, here there must be some typing done too. We won't do it now. Let's scroll down. We haven't filled in the answers here, as I remember. So we'll just scroll down. This is our listening, as you can see. And those are the tick boxes. Well, the last one is bigger. Oh my god. Well, you can resize it when you make a test. Well, let's say I think it's A. That's it. And here's our huge box for writing. So you can just write anything here. All right, and finish. So imagine we're students now, we have done the test, we press finish, and then you want them to email the answers to you. So we press this option, the full names here. Well, for example, this is the name of one of my students, level group, subject, and your email. Please use the email that you used for registration on that website, because it should come right to you. So send. Yep, it's been sent. So after your student sends their answers to you, they can see their correction actually. Well, let's see. The correct answers are highlighted in green. The incorrect ones are in red. Here it's the same. These ones are white because as teachers, we didn't put any answers here. So it wasn't corrected. But we did put an answer for the first one, though as students, we haven't filled it in. So it's counted as incorrect as well, because it was left blank. Well, we didn't do anything here. Let's check our check boxes. Yep, and our answer here is correct as well. And, well, writing cannot be corrected, so it is just left blank, left white as well. And that's it. This is what your student will see. Now, as a teacher, you don't have to check your email every time. You just need to go to that website, open your menu, and go to My Mailbox. This is where all your worksheets are stored. Well, this one is the last one. Unit 5 Gateway B1 Plus Standard. Yeah, this is the one that we have just seen. Let's open it. And you see the same. Yep. So here you can look through it and then talk to your students about their results and give some recommendations, and so on. Well, that's it. We're done.